Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Robbie Lyle with me. We've just drawn 1-1 to Brentford here at the Emirates. Does it feel like points dropped today, Robbie?
Of course, there's points dropped, right? Because we're at home. We've been on form at home. We've been playing really, really well at home. The only points dropped previous to this was the Newcastle game. We're under a bit of pressure now. After last week's defeat, we're under a bit of pressure, and it was I have to say, it was quite a disappointing performance by Arsenal today. Particularly in the first half. The team looked a little nervous. I understand it because after dropping the points last week, they know this is a big game. They know what we're facing on Wednesday coming. It's a massive game. So they look very nervous in the first half. A lot better in the second half. I thought in the second half we played well, but we come up against a very good team as well. We got to give Brentford credit. I thought in the first half, Truth's just said it, and he's right. We were a bit fortunate to go into the at half time, not at least a goal down.
They missed some big chances.
They had a couple of big chances. Ivan Toney hit the post and that, hit the bar. But in the second half, we picked it up, and then we unlocked them. It was a great goal that we scored, great move. Went 1-0 up. Now you're just saying, just see it out. And I was so disappointed in the way that we conceded that goal. There was enough opportunities to clear that ball, to get rid of the ball. It just seemed to just, they were doing it all game, throwing long throws, creating havoc. Come on, we've got to deal with that. And it is 2 points dropped. Because it would have been one of those games that if we'd have won it, we'd be like, we won it. We probably didn't deserve all 3 points, but we won it. This is what champions do and stuff like that. But it was frustrating in the end, to drop the 3 points.
Robbie, are you concerned? I saw you on Sky Sports this morning saying about how good the defence is. It was a cross that cause we got the goal from, and we mentioned it in the previews. We saw it. Crosses and corners is where we weak. Why does this keep happening? Yeah,
well, listen, they were very similar to what Everton did last week. They didn't play it out from the back once. They went long with everything. They were direct, long throws. Everything goes up to Ivan Toney, who, by the way, is a very good player, man. The way he holds it up, he's got a way of getting his body in between, the player and the ball. You can't get over him to win the header. He was very, very good, right? You've got to say we didn't really deal with it well enough.
Defending was really woeful. It was Mickey Mouse.
We didn't deal with it well enough. And as I said, the goal's so disappointing because we're a goal up. Just see it out for the last 15 minutes, and that's our big win ahead of the Man City game. Now that Man City game is starting to look like we really need to get something out of that. Even, we can't afford to lose it. I think if we got a point out of it, it's still advantage to us.
Would you change the starting 11 for that game?
2 changes.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
I'd
stick with what we've got. We've got to get Martinelli into the game more. But I thought Martinelli was quite poor today. But I think City style of play will suit us more because City are not going to come and play like Brentford or like Everton, where it's low block, win the ball straight up to Ivan Toney, long throws. That City are not going to do that. City are going to come. They're going to come to play, right? We're going to come to play, and I think it will suit us more. So, in a game like that, Zinchenko starts for me.
Pep knows Zinchenko the most, though. You sure you wouldn't put in a Tini would throw Pep? Would
No. For this game on Wednesday, Zinchenko, Martinelli, to me, I'd start both of them, and you've got Trossard as an impact off the bench. I think personally, this is my opinion. I think some people are getting carried away. Drop this, drop that. We lost one game and we've dropped points today. It's not a crisis. There's a long way to go until the end of the season. He's always going to have twists and turns like this. You're always going to have moments. Look at today, Tottenham. They beat Man City last week. They got beaten 4-1 today away at Leicester. During the week, the Man United game, when I looked right, it weren't on TV. I was like, it makes sense show that because they're going to win 3-4-0. It was a draw. They dropped points at home to Leeds, managerless Leeds. Right? Us last week, we dropped points, right? It happens, City got turned over 3-1, or was it 2-1 by Brentford? Brentford have beaten Man United. Brentford have taken points off of Chelsea. 3-0, right? So I think with people, they're getting a little carried away. I'd say, obviously, it's disappointing. But I'm still looking at it and saying there's a way to go, and we've got to learn off of these sort of results. But the one big thing for me today is you've got to see these out. When you get into that, you've got 1-0 up.
Yep.
You've done the hard work, right? Because it weren't looking like we were going to score. We've done it. We've unlocked that team. See it through now. See it through. That very, disappointing defensive performance on that goal by all the defenders.
Yeah, it was
They're all over the place.
Even Ramsdale flapped it. Now listen, you're very level-headed in this fan cave here, Robbie. Let me ask you, how are you feeling as a fan, honestly, for the title charge? Are you starting to get PTSD? See Gary Neville moaning, saying, you're not going to do it. Sitting in a pit. Is there any doubt creeping in?
It's still advantage Arsenal with 6 points ahead,
Yep.
right? We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow with City. Let's presume they win. Right, we're still 3 points ahead with a game in hand. They still want to be in our position. We still got to play City. Right, I'm staying optimistic. There's still a long way to go, and we are going to have moments like this from now till the end of the season. But you know what? So is City. I don't think this is going to be a City that's going to go on a 10, 15 game run like what you saw last season. I think, and I think the Brentford fan, Billy, the B, he said it perfectly, right? There's lots of good teams that are going to take points off the big boys,
teams,
right? Earlier on, Chelsea dropped points to West Ham, winning 1-0. So, that is normal. but it just shows you, though. I'm saying, look how much money they spent. People talking about, we should have got more signings. Look how many signings. I think it's Stricto. Look how many signings that Chelsea have made. They ain't won a game since.
Word.
So I think with people, let's just calm down, man. City's a big game now, and I'm confident we're going to win it. Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.